Like, what was the reason you were told why you were let go?
So this is the first time or they gave me the budget reason. So, like I have a record of getting released in wrestling, like definitely WWE like 4 times since
Mhm.
nobody like they say Marty Jannetty has more releases than me, but I don't believe it.
I'm
But
sorry, but he does. I'm sorry. If you want that crown, sir, you need to get back there about like 10 more times and get fired 10 more times. If you want
but
to pull,
legit, like tell me how many times has he been fired?
I have it.
Like
I don't have it
legit.
written down in front of me, but I know
See
for
that
sure. If you're
that's
saying four, he's definitely more than four. If you just do the math of rockers are hired, they go to a party at a bar, Shawn Michaels smashes a bottle over his head, boom, they get fired. They come back, da 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 da. 92 happens. Marjorie needs to go to rehab. Boom, he gets fired. That's two. He comes back in 93. Everything's going great. Da, 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 he gets fired again. He comes back in 95. And da, 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 he's doing great. He gets fired. He comes back in 96. So that's
are you
five
got
right
these
there.
facts down? Are these facts
All
right
these
here?
are
Like
facts. Me just going. I've been watching wrestling forever, so you making me open up file cabinets, but
yeah,
they're not they're not too dusty.
yeah. I want to see the proof. Like
So
people, I want to see the
don't
truth.
make me go.
Yeah,
How many
because
times have I been fired? But
I,
seriously,
but yeah.
there's no way you have the Marginetti Award. I'm sorry. If you want it, you can't have it.
I'm still young enough, man. I'm
That's
still
true.
only 40, 41.
That's
So,
true. Marginetti's
but
still alive though.
yeah, I'm going for that goal. But just kidding. But like, so I've heard the budget reason a few times,
Yeah.
or once or twice in their recent firings. But like, in wrestling and life is just all about timing. The time they brought me in, you know, live business was not doing good. Like I would see the numbers, how many people would show up. Like,
A house show.
no TV. It was like I
TV
remember
too.
Ashton was Arthur Ashe's stadium or arena or stadium or
Hmm.
whatever they call it in Staten Island. Like how much you think it cost to rent that building?
Right. I don't know the math on that, but I have definitely been to house shows recently, and I'm just looking around going like
Even though you're a Boston guy, so the Boston Garden, like the like like how big a place is that?
you can fit in 20,000 fans if
Yeah,
you move things around properly.
yeah,
And for instance, Survivor Series is coming up in Boston and it's sold out. So I don't have the number in front of me, but I'm guessing
yeah,
it's around 18, 20,000
yeah.
people.
Huge, yeah,
Right, and that's
huge.
also been them building that for months and war games and like that has a bunch of levels to it versus it'd be like, come on down to New Jersey for No Way Out.
Yeah.
Well,
So so that
what the hell's no way what's on the card? We don't know. We
yeah.
know Survivor Series because you know the name, you know the brand, you know what you're gonna get.
Even so it just there's a long answer too again, but like WWE live business was not doing good at the time, and that's when they all the releases happened with NXT main roster. They're cutting, they cut the catering budget. They're moving buildings, all this kind of stuff. Like it was not going in a good direction. Like during my time there, they didn't. They had a hiring freeze. They're not hiring anybody, and like even go to that Arthur Ashe Stadium. I know AEW's sold it out and all that kind of stuff. Like even
Right.
I'm trying to relate you to that Boston Garden site, 17,000 people. Arthur Ashe is about the same capacity as Boston Gardens. I know it's not called Boston Gardens anymore, but anyway, yeah,
It's been Boston Garden, Fleet
yeah,
Center,
yeah.
TD Bank North Garden, the Garden, has a million thousand names.
So they had say they had 3,000 people at Arthur Ashe. You know, that paid for tickets, so it's like and that's like I try to explain to people, but a lot of people don't understand really. They don't understand the business part of professional wrestling. Yeah, they rented this building out for $1 million. They spent $1 million to produce this TV, and at the end of the week, okay, we spent $2 million this week. So how much money did we make? So it's like, oh, we made $125,000 this week. Wow, you know, if you don't understand, you lost $875,000.
Right. Well, I think that's why people get so upset. They're like, "Oh, those Saudi pay-per-views. Those Saudi pay-per-views are killing it."
Yeah,
And,
guarantee money too. Yeah,
double the WrestleMania money
yeah.
being brought in. So it's like you can have your opinions on whatever you want, but
Mm-hmm.
wrestling business.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the business part is they're killing it when they because you're right. If you're not selling out tickets, well, then how do you take the money from over here? Steal Peter from Paul. How do you do that? Well, you got to make money over here to plop into this pile and be like, well, look, we made money.
yeah. So
Unfortunately,
yeah. So even and that was like a weekly thing when that week, quarter 3 and 2021. Everything was on the down. So
yeah.
like, and I understand business expenses. Like, if you're not making money, what are you supposed to be spending money, or like you try to thin things out, like, and I was an extra expense, and like, hey Jimmy, right now it's not good. So it's like, maybe in the future, when if something turns around, because WrestleMania season was coming back, so
Mm.
like it's like, okay, let's see where this goes in the next few months. Let's see if we can, and it's kind of, I know the last few months has been going up, so like we'll see,
We'll see if you
but
can get that Marginetti award.
yeah, I'm going for it, baby. But like, yeah, so yeah, that's
Well,
so they gave me the budget reason. I actually believed in this time, because as a producer, you get to see a lot more of the numbers, I
yeah.
guess. And that's even like, I remember Survivor Series last year with Big E, like what's the name of the arena? Where Brooklyn Nets, where they played.
I can't
Uh,
remember what the Survivor Series was, to be honest with you, last year.
yeah, but it was like Survivor Series, like, just like you said, it sold out at the Boston. It was like 15,000 people, and the next night was Raw, so it went from 15,000 to 3,500 people. Like, so it's like,
Right.
whoa.
Yeah, I could see that being a problem financially, at least. At least you were
Yeah,
given, maybe they were given that reason, because I know a lot of people who I've talked to have been given those reasons, and they flat out don't believe it. And
yeah.
this time you believed it. So hopefully it was true. And when the business keeps going up and up and up and up, we're gonna get Jimmy back, then Jimmy fired,
Or,
then Jimmy back,
yeah,
then Jimmy fired, Jimmy back, then Jimmy fired, and then I'll make one for you. I don't have where's my Marionette action figure? He's somewhere, but I will find
yeah.
him and I will make him color it in gold, and I will mail it to you, my friend, because you have earned that award, the Mariginating
Yeah.
Award. Not, I don't think it's something you want, but
No, I
I'm a
want it.
nice guy.
I
I'm
want
a
it.
nice guy. I'll do it.
I
I'm
want it.
I'm I'm gonna do research later. Okay, when I put all my children to sleep, I'm gonna sit down, pen to paper, and go, when was Marginetti really fired? I'm gonna text you, and you're gonna find
And
out.
contracts, and not like one offs. Like, I remember he came back to SmackDown in 2006 or five, or one of those things, but it was like,
You don't count those?
no, no, no. That's like actually having the contract jobs and getting.
All right.
I'm just trying to make this sound better on myself, but I actually really don't care. But like,
That's
that's
hilarious, though.
whatever. So,
Fine, I
but
won't. I won't paint that in gold for you, Jimmy. You've hurt my
yeah.
feelings. You've hurt my
So
feelings here.
the next Yang is going to be Jazzy Yang up there, so it's
That's
not
true. That's
it's
true. We
state.
don't, we don't need to worry about you and your My Genetti Award. We need to worry about your daughter, second generation, jazzyyank.com.